Hey guys, I just wanted to get on here today to kind of share something that's been on my heart for a while, and we had some training on it this morning, and so I just really felt the need to share this message with whoever is interested. So, um, I'll just kind of jump right into it. Hey, Paul. Here are some statistics that they shared with us this morning. Basically, America today versus the 1960s. This is probably shocking to hear, but in the 1960s, only 4% of people were expected to develop a chronic disease. And today, there are 52% of adults who have at least one chronic disease, and 42% actually have at least two chronic diseases. So, feeling bad, feeling sick, has just become the norm these days. And in my opinion, there are far too many people, with chronic diseases that, something needs to change. So what is causing, the negative impact, and why are we getting sicker? Hey, Christina. And I don't think people realize this, but what we eat is a huge factor. And another statistic he shared, this was actually from 2015, so I'm sure it's gone up since then, but approximately 62% of the calories sold come from heavily processed foods, that contain sugar and the horrible trans fats and all of that. So, a question that I have is, do you know how much sugar that you're eating on a daily basis? And a few months ago, I actually put something together because I heard a podcast, one day that really kind of got me thinking. So just to kind of give you some perspective, and I know a lot of us probably don't realize how much sugar that we're consuming on a daily basis, but basically the conversion is 4.2 grams of carbs equals 1 teaspoon of sugar. So let's just say, you're in a hurry in the morning, so you eat, a package of Pop-Tarts and a banana, something real easy you can take on the go. So that, those two things actually the Pop-Tarts by themselves, 79.64 grams of carbs for both. And I think only one Pop-Tart is actually, a serving size, but how often do we just eat one? I mean, you eat the whole package. So the banana by itself is 27 grams of carbs. So right there, you start off your morning with 25.4 teaspoons of sugar. And let's just say for lunch, you're thinking something somewhat healthy. Let's say you have a 6-inch Subway Club with the meal deal, Sun Chips and one chocolate chip cookie. I won't even throw in soda in there. The club is 47 grams of carbs. The Sun Chips, 19 grams of carbs. And the chocolate chip cookie is 30 grams of carbs. So you just consumed another 22.85 teaspoons of sugar. And then let's say, you're getting that afternoon slump and you need a little pick-me-up snack. So let's just say you have a package of Skittles. Most people think of Skittles because, zero fat, so they must be healthy, right? Well, they actually have 42 grams of carbs and 10 teaspoons of sugar. And then let's just say for dinner, again, you're, on a time crunch, you don't want to get a whole pizza, so you're just getting a serving size, a personal pan pizza, and that is actually 69 grams of carbs and 16.4 teaspoons of sugar. So for the day, you consume 313.64 grams of carbs and 74.67 teaspoons of sugar, essentially 75 teaspoons of sugar in one day. And so I just don't think people realize how much sugar they're consuming, and this is just a scary thought because sugar is leads to so many other issues with our bodies, and it's something that you don't see immediately. So you're not feeling it as soon as you eat that candy bar or bag of Skittles, but over time it's just horribly damaging our bodies. So I just like to kind of give that perspective. And on the other hand, let's just say we ate keto all day long, and let's just say we're also in a hurry in the morning and we need something quick on the go. So if you were to grab a zucchini muffin that you made over the weekend, that will last you all week. One muffin, that is 2.4 grams of net carbs. And let's just say you had a cup of our keto coffee, which is organic and it is instant. And literally all you have to do is put a scoop of it into your cup, pour some hot water, stir it up, and you have your coffee. So that does have 4 grams of carbs in it. Let's just say you kind of enjoy the sandwich, so you went to Jimmy John's for lunch and had a turkey tom unwich. And turkey toms used to be my favorite, and I did love the bread, but it is almost as good eating it as an unwich with just wrapped in lettuce if you haven't ever had one. But that is only 3 grams of net carbs. And then let's say you wanted a snack as well. Maybe you're wanting something salty. So let's just say you had 1/4 of a cup of macadamia nuts. That's only 1.73 net carbs. And then, continuing on the pizza for dinner, let's just say you made a keto pizza. You had your serving of pizza, with the fathead bread or fathead dough, whatever toppings you want on it. That is only 2 grams of net carbs. And let's just say you had 1/2 of a cup of cucumbers, would be about 4 grams of carbs. So when you total that together, it's only 17.13 grams of net carbs, which is only 4 teaspoons of sugar in the whole day. So I just, want to show the drastic difference. You can still have very similar foods, but you are, eating much more, nutritious foods that are giving you energy, giving your body what it needs, and not all the extra stuff. So I wanted to just kind of share that. But kind of going back to what we initially started talking about, in addition to this, how many of us have had food that wasn't organic? I mean, daily, I'm sure. I mean, in the last week, month, I can't imagine how many times we've eaten food that wasn't organic. And so, I don't know if people realize how many chemicals we're consuming with all the pesticides and herbicides that are put on all of the crops that are not organic. And so, I don't know if you realize what those insecticides are supposed to do to insects, but basically when they eat the plant, and this is something I got directly, from Googling it, but basically they eat the plant and ingest the insecticide, and the insect actually goes into spasms and will eventually die. And obviously an insect is much smaller than we are, and so they are going to feel the effects of it on a much larger scale than us. But what do you think that is doing to our bodies over time? pretty much everything that we're eating has these things. So I just actually Googled that, what these are doing to humans, and I'll read what that said. So this is verbatim. Pesticides are poisons, and unfortunately, they can harm more than just the pest at which they are targeted. They are toxic, and exposure to pesticides can not only cause a number of health effects, but it is linked to a range of serious illnesses and diseases in humans, from respiratory problems to cancer. And I saw in another article, it also may affect reproduction, immune, and nervous systems, among, I'm sure, many other things that we aren't even aware of. I also, read that pesticides can be found in the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the water we drink. So even if you aren't eating these foods, even if you are eating organic fruits and vegetables, you still might be breathing it in, just from the air. And so, I just think that this is something that we need to be aware of, and just do something to change, what's going into our body, and figure out a solution. So just to kind of ask a few questions, have you guys ever felt either bloated after a meal, or you have to race to the bathroom immediately after you eat? Have you ever experienced acid reflux or heartburn? Well, basically, these are all signs of a digestive problem. And what about, have you ever had stiff shoulders, joint pain, cavities, even though you brush your teeth? Have you ever had leg cramps? Basically, if you are experiencing any of those things, it means that, there are nutrients in your bones, that are missing. Another one, have you ever had either dry skin, cracks on your heels, or have you ever gone to a room and, forgot what you went in for? Why does this happen? Again, it's just a lack of nutrition, and problems with either digestion, and or absorption. So maybe, you're getting the nutrients, but there's something going on in the body that won't allow you to absorb it. So it's just kind of going right through you. So, when they put these chemicals on the crops, they're also killing the good bacteria in the soil. And so we're not getting the nutrition that we used to from the same plants, fruits and vegetables. So, something that Blake pointed out again this morning was just when minerals go down, diseases go up. It's a direct, correlation there. And, like I said at the beginning, there are so many people getting sick, sicker and sicker, every day, because they're missing the vital, nutrients that we need. So what can we do about it? One of the reasons I am so passionate about my mission, and the products that Wakaya has to offer, is because I know that they are making a huge impact, and I know people are just getting results. They're feeling better. They might have thought at one point that they were doomed to just live in pain for the rest of their lives, and they would just have to deal with it. But they decided to just try something that someone shared with them, and they, have made a huge difference in their lives. So one of the products that I love that can make a huge impact in removing all those toxins is a product called K-Lay. and it is a daily detox, and it can basically pull up to 39 times its weight out of our body, you know, in the toxins. So literally you drink this, I'll drink like a shot of it at night, and you know, when you eliminate, it will, you know, take the toxins and everything with it. So, I mean, how often do we hear, oh, do that once a year, deep cleanse or whatever? You know, and the thing is, if you're just doing that once a year, what about the rest of the time? You know, where, you know, are those toxins going, you know, and when you're not doing that one detox a year? And obviously we are getting, you know, these daily toxins and everything, you know, the air we breathe, the food we eat, and so it should be something that we do daily. So again, I mean, I just encourage you to look into, you know, this product and reach out to me for more information. You know, it's pure, it's made of calcium bentonite clay, and again, it, you know, pulls the toxins out of our body in a very gentle way each day when we're drinking that. So, you know, another product that I'm really passionate about is our ginger. And, you know, if you're not familiar with ginger, it's known for its amazing benefits with repairing the digestive tract. And I mean, how often did we have, you know, ginger ale when we were growing up and had a, you know, upset stomach? So here is our ginger. It is a high impact organic pink Fijian ginger. And, you know, I'm not sure if you realize this, but, you know, a lot of the gingers out there, again, they're being grown, you know, not in organic soil. They're being exposed to pesticides and herbicides. Well, our ginger is grown on a completely certified organic island off of Fiji, and it's grown in the most pristine soil available. It's actually 3 times more potent than the average ginger out there. And so, you know, maybe some of you are taking ginger and not necessarily feeling the results or benefits that you're expecting. You know, it could be because you know, haven't been taking the high impact kind. So I just really encourage you, if you do take ginger, you know, give ours a try. See if you feel a difference. You know, and if we have a lot of issues going on, I know Blake always recommends, you know, taking 4 ginger a day instead of just 2, which is kind of a maintenance. So if you have some issues you're working through, you might need a little bit more at first to, you know, really help to fix the issues going on. Another product that we have is turmeric, and so it is also grown on our certified organic island. Turmeric has many health benefits, but you know, it's one of the main things it's known for is you know, helping to reduce inflammation. So, you know, ours, again, high impact, it's actually 5 times more potent than others, you know, on the shelves out there. And again, if you're taking turmeric and you're not getting results, you're not getting all these health benefits that you hear people talk about, you know, I just really encourage you again to reach out, give our product a try, and see if you feel a difference. And you know, I really do believe that you will. And our 2 products, ginger and turmeric together, just are an amazing dynamic duo. So, you know, just kind of going back to the processed food. So again, we're eating all this sugar, we're eating all these processed foods, and that is causing inflammation in our bodies. And so, you know, that is what is leading to all these diseases. So if we are able to reduce inflammation and, you know, will, you know, it's a direct result. If we reduce inflammation, we will reduce the amount of disease. So, you know, it is my mission to help you feel better. I mean, I just, you know, I feel so amazing being on these products, living this lifestyle. You know, I truly believe that, you know, our bodies can do amazing things when we provide it with the nutrients it needs. And I said this before, but I know, you know, God created our bodies perfectly, and He provided everything that we needed to survive. You know, and so if we got back to eating the, you know, what He created for us, I think everything will just kind of fall back into place. Um, you know, I know that some of these things are so much more convenient, less time consuming than cooking. But, you know, I know that we make time for what's important to us. And I think this is something that, you know, should be almost more important than anything, is our, you know, taking care of our bodies and our health. So, you know, you know, I'm busy too, but I don't watch TV. I probably don't even know how to use our TV. I don't turn it on when Ralph is, you know, gone, because I have other things that are more important to do with my time. So that's why I do have more time to cook. I can't tell you, you know, the last time I binge watched a show. I just, you know, I spend my free time researching, keto and other things having to do with keto, and you know, some of the health benefits of our other products. And I, you know, enjoy cooking, and it's something that I've found that it, you know, is a passion of mine. So, you know, I just want you to know, when I share information about products, I know sometimes that turns people off. They think I'm just out to make a sale, but I hope that you'll actually listen to what I'm saying, because I truly care about helping you feel your best, and I want you to know that I have something that will help you. So if anybody has any questions, you know, about the couple of products I talked about, I, you know, only talked about a couple today, but you know, I truly believe that if you, you know, daily detox with our Kale, and start taking our organic, high impact ginger and turmeric, you will feel a huge impact. And it's just, you know, taking baby steps, like starting small and just making small changes, and eventually, you know, you don't have to just do a 180 overnight, but just making some of these small changes, and I promise you'll feel better. So I hope that you will take, you know, what I'm saying to heart, and just reach out to me if there's anything I can do. Have a great day.